See. Castleford then complete their preparations quickly through their side. Ellis, Chris Smith, Blackmore, Tony Smith, Middleton, Stedman and Ford. And the forwards, Crooks, the captain, Russell Sampson, Kettridge, Hay and Nickow. And the substitutes, Ian Smales and Nathan Sykes. Paul Bishop of Halifax could well be one of the men who holds the key to victory here tonight. And we shall run through the Halifax team for you just after this game kicks off. The match referee at the end of a very big week, David Campbell of Widnes, the Challenge Cup final referee just last Saturday. It's not Wembley now, it's the Old Trafford Stones bit of Premiership that is up for grabs here at Weldon Road tonight. And this is Mark Preston of Halifax trying to run the ball up to the 10-metre line. Devorty with the short ball, and that is Paul Round. Let's check the Halifax side out for you. Hampson, Sharp, Schuster, Bentley, Preston, Hagan and Bishop. And up front, Harrison, the skipper, Southernwood, Fieldhouse, Round, Jackson, Devorty. The two subs, Gary Lord and Paul Anderson. Big match in prospect here. 30 seconds old, ball comes free. It's a knock-on. John Fieldhouse cannot believe that decision.
Well, he just lost it. You'll see on the replay that it is. He just lost it. He tried to get off to play the ball very quickly. Obviously a key from their coach, Malcolm Reilly, to get on with the game as quick as they can. And also I feel that Malcolm Reilly would have told the Halifax players, especially Paul Bishop, the kicking game, to get right down on St. John Ellis, give him under a lot of pressure.
Richie Blackmore is grounded on the 20-metre line by a combination of Jackson and Southernwood. This is Nickow running strongly, and Fieldhouse has him round the neck. And it was Hagan, I think, who got him low down. Mike Ford, busy scrum half, lovely ball to Crooks, offloads brilliantly to Tony Smith, and there's only the fact that Smith skidded on the turf that cost Castleford 4 points. But here's Simon Middleton, and it's on the last tackle now for Castleford. They're so close. Ellis stabs it forward, and there's a try! Try number 39 of the season for Ellis. Quick thinking by the Castleford fullback. Determination from the play the ball. What a start for Cass.
Quick thinking indeed from the fullback, St. John Ellis. Here we see Middleton making it. The gap opened up. He took a good tackle from Michael Jackson. He held him down, but from here on in, I'm afraid Halifax just went to sleep. They stood there, and the ball just bobbled through. Now, was Simon Middleton obstructing Michael Jackson? Not according to the referee, David Campbell, but good thinking from the fullback, St. John Ellis.
So it's 7 tries in the last 7 for Ellis. And Lee Crooks, with a simple conversion attempt, 128 goals for Crooks, make that 129. Castleford have the dream start, 6-0.
You can see that Middleton is holding Jackson away from any attempt. And the ball is just bobbling around, and Ellis picks up the 4 points. Jackson far from happy.
Jackson not happy at all. But Castleford delighted with a 6-0 lead. And Nickow being held down in the tackle. Middleton wants to get on with it quickly. A rip-roaring start by Cass. Here's Dean Sampson. Good pumping of the legs by Sampson makes a few more vital metres. Russell is the dummy half. Back to Stedman, left-footed down the field from Stedman. That's a good kick.
Good thinking there from the season campaigner, Graham Stedman, playing in the number 6 shirt. You can see how he just split the two players. Excellent kick. A great start for Cass.
Scrum feed by Paul Bishop. Out to John Bentley. Now, if anyone can strike at the heart of this Castleford defence quickly, it's Bentley. Normally a winger playing in the centre today. No Graham Hallis tonight for Halifax. He's out injured. Jackson, though, is back for Halifax. Big bonus for them. And that's Henry Sharp, 27-year-old winger. Started in the last 4 now. Tries in 2 of them. Here's Paul Round. Good tackling, though, this by Castleford. Moving up quickly.
Very quickly, especially out wide. They're trying to force Halifax right down the centre.
That's 5 tackles gone. Halifax still in their own half of the field. Bishop just moves away from Sampson to give himself the angle for the kick. And it's straight into the arms of Chris Smith, young 18-year-old winger. Here's St. John Ellis. Had a terrific season, Ellis. And caught the elbow there of Southernwood as he went down. Bentley leaning all over him. This is Kettridge. Now Crooks, running powerfully, Crooks, as he always does. 5 minutes gone, 6-0 Cass.
That's good defence from Halifax. He's the man they've really got to shut down, is Lee Crooks, the Castleford skipper.
Lovely run from Andy Hay, inside Bishop. Oh, good tackling though by Hagan. It's back to 0 in the tackle count though. Hagan took a heck of a bang.
Good play by the second rower there. You can see Hagan really bounced into the big second rower.
Sampson steps away from the challenge of Devorty and he's still going, Sampson. Jackson came over the top and missed. Ball played quickly. Here's Crooks. Always the eager runner. Not the best pass from him, but it's made into a decent pass by Middleton. It's all Cass. Russell misses out Sampson and finds Ford. Finds Blackmore. Ball bounces kindly for Castleford. It went backwards. Play on, says referee Campbell.
They were working the run around there, but I'm afraid the loose forward Nick Howe was a little bit slow. Blackmore was looking for him.
Last tackle here for Castleford in the danger zone. Blackmore's there. Ellis is there. And another try, Ellis. That's the magic 40. The 40 tries he wanted. The 40 tries he's got.
Quick thinking from Nick Howe on the blind side. Blackmore realised that they were very weak indeed. There was only the prop forward, Carl Harrison, there. And St. John Ellis in for the try. They really did work the blind side, and the fullback gleefully celebrates his 40th try of the season.
2 tries in 4 minutes for St. John Ellis. 2 tries in 4 minutes for Castleford. A rip-roaring start. Lee Crooks, 1 from 1, but it was bang in front of the posts just 4 minutes ago. This one a lot more difficult. 4 metres in from this touchline. That's the angle that Lee Crooks has. And there's the concentration. He's given it a chance, but it just drifts wide of the post. But they've hit double figures in the opening 6 minutes here, Castleford.
You can see the winger Mark Preston, he's down injured, he's arrowed. That's why they've got the overlap. Poor Carl Harrison is on the blind side on his own, and that is well played. Excellent thinking from Nick Howe. He saw the gap, and they made them pay.
So St. John Ellis, 3rd game in a row at full-back. And he scored 2 tries at Halifax in November. He's got 2 tries here tonight already. Did he lose the ball there? David Campbell looks bewildered.
Well, he lost it in my book. Very scrappy play. But to be fair to the referee, David Campbell, he's trying to get them back 10, giving the crowd plenty of option.
Referee just held his arms out then when that incident happened. Looked to the 2 touch judges. No one gave him any indication. Or Nick Howe trying to turn the ball round the corner. The referee will play the first knock on that was Castleford's.
Well, they're confident, aren't they? Nick Howe trying to get something away in an impossible position. Heavy traffic there, but that's the confidence that you gain when you've just created the second try. 10-0.
Here's Paul Round. He stood out of the scrum then, Round. Hagan to Devorty. Halifax need to strike back quickly. Southernwood to Bishop, to Hagan, to Steve Hampson, who's chimed into the line. Good tackling by Andy Hay. Blackmore all over the Halifax fullback also. Hagan to Fieldhouse. Good tackle from Blackmore, but Fieldhouse does well. Keeps the ball alive. And Hampson trying to go round Hay with the handoff. Couldn't do, but Halifax still in possession with Carl Harrison. Back inside to Bishop. And further inside to Fieldhouse. Good scrambling defence from Castleford. Last tackle. Bishop will hoist the little kick. That's a good kick. But that was well taken and diffused behind his own line by Simon Middleton.
Excellent play, and also a good play by the referee, David Campbell. He said that Schuster was offside. That's why you saw that Schuster made no attempt to put him under pressure. That is good refereeing.
10 minutes of this match gone. Castleford ahead 10 points to 0. A grey evening here in West Yorkshire. Been quite a cloudy day, but it is very, very mild. Mike Ford, good ball to Stedman, long ball to Nick Out. Hay is there, he misses him out and finds Blackmore. Blackmore gives it to Chris Smith, who cuts in field. There's a touch high from Jackson, but the tackle was completed in the end by Fieldhouse.
Excellent play from Castleford. They're using the long ball out wide, using Nick Out wide of the centres, and they're catching this Halifax defence. The sliding defence is not moving across quick enough.
Nick Out to Ford. Ford to Stedman. Stedman clips one up into the air. Tester there for Hampson, who drops it, but the ball, apparently it was on the last tackle, and it was the knock-on. The referee has ruled the turnover. It was a Castleford hand that got to it first, Middleton.
Well, he went backward in my book. The crowd not happy. Smith thought he was in for another 4 points. Bit of a let-off there.
Fieldhouse with the drive.
Well, that ball went backwards. I can't understand the referee, David Campbell, giving a knock-on for that.
Southernwood, the dummy half. Bishop to Devorty. Good run from Devorty, but he was just clobbered at the right moment by Crooks. Russell finds Paul Round.
Well, Halifax are being forced to play down the middle, and really what they need is a good long ball out wide. They've got to start creating the link, because they're not going to get through this strong Castleford defence down the centre.
Hampson's long ball downfield, underneath it. Ellis trying to struggle away from Hagan. 10-0 to Castleford. Cup football for Halifax has not been too kind this season. They lost at Bradford in the Regal and is home to Warrington early in the Challenge Cup. Their season could be over tonight unless they find a bit of form here. Pettridge with a strong run for Castleford. 3 men bring him down. Russell clapping his hands, wanting to get on with it. There he is, the dummy half. Finds Mike Ford. Last tackle here for Castleford. Good defence this time from Halifax. They've penned Cass in their own half. Stedman left-footed downfield. Mark Preston now. We've seen him score some long-range tries on Sky this season, but not on that occasion.
Beautiful kick and chase. Graham Stedman. There was 4 men there. Castleford mean business tonight. The defence is absolutely wonderful.
Malcolm Reilly, the Halifax coach, looking very worried. Reilly, of course, who had such wonderful days here at Castleford, both as a player and a coach. Oh, that sloppy play. Round just wasn't waiting. And Malcolm Reilly will be furious about that.
Well, you should always keep your eyes on the football. Paul Round didn't think that that ball was coming towards him. But what a great start for the Castleford coach, John Joyner. He's had a wonderful season. They picked up the Regal Trophy. They really are in top form. And John Joyner has said He wants a premiership badly.
Nick Howe from the base of the scrum, tackled well by Hagan. Tony Smith to Graham Steadman. Steadman spinning away from danger, but then clouted by 3, and Alan Agar in front of John Joyner, former assistant coach at Halifax. Castleford still examining this Halifax defence.
They really are putting it about on the Castleford. Quick play the balls, running at the angles. Mike Ford, Graham Steadman, they're really enjoying it at the moment.
There's Ford, lovely kick through, but it was well watched by Hagan. Just got a boot to it and was quick enough to drop on the loose ball. Here's Henry Sharp. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, the mistakes for Halifax. Malcolm Reilly's face will be a picture.
That was brought about by a real crunch tackle from Martin Kettridge. Helped along with Mike Ford. Shakes his head, does a winger. A bad mistake.
Huge possession for Castleford in the opening 14 minutes here. Here's St. John Ellis, the man who's on a hat-trick. And hat-tricks are something that he has made his trademark this season. 4 of them so far. On the threshold of hat-trick number 5. Blistering start by Castleford this is, the opening quarter of an hour. Russell. Kettridge with the strong run.
They really mean business, don't they, Castleford? You can see Graham Steadman there complaining. They'd set up for the move and someone got in the way.
Good ball from Ford to Blackmore, but he dropped it. That's the knock-on.
Well, they're over-elaborating now, I'm afraid. Trying to bring the people through. Nick Howe was a little bit too late. That's the second time that they've tried to run that wrap-around move, and it's failed. At 10-0, Castleford really have to go back to basics, settle things down, perhaps.
Bentley trying to run straight through Ellis. That's Hampson, the dummy half, to Schuster, the former All Black. And the message from the Castleford bench is, keep it simple. John Joyner must have a feed of your commentary, Steve-O. Givorti, oh, he thought the referee had blown and stopped, but he's swatting Steadman away, gets the ball inside, Preston had overrun it, and Ford picks up the pieces. But Givorti thought he heard a referee's whistle then. I wonder whether there's something in the crowd.
Oh, that was high. Well, if there is, let's get the idiot out, because Givorti was in the clear, and that is a head-eye tackle. The hooker, Roy Southernwood, the culprit. But Givorti was really way through. And this has been a bomb try. Now, nice pass inside from Round. Now, this is where he makes the break and then stops. But that's enough for the cover to come across and take him. Well, well, well. Let's get rid of the idiots with a whistle blow.
Castleford restart. This is Sampson. The ball's come free, but it was stolen. And I think actually that the referee then pointed to his mouth as though Fieldhouse gave a call.
Well, he was called, held, and Fieldhouse went in for second helpings. Not that he needs it by the looks of the size of the man.
This is Kettridge and Fieldhouse there. Now Russell, good ball inside to Crooks. That's a great diagonal run from Crooks.
The way that Castleford are running the angles, bringing people back inside is mesmerising the Halifax defence.
Andy Hay. They're having to work overtime to keep them out, aren't they? Russell, so quick at the play, the ball, Cass. Bishop's all over him. Tawera Nikau, the dummy half. Saw Ford, but gave it to Steadman instead. And Steadman clips it over the top. Ellis is after this. Hampson's there. Well taken. And gets away from trouble too. Good run from the Halifax fullback.
Oh, that was Hampson of old. Vintage international class. Under so much traffic, he came away with it superbly. Look at this. They came at him, ducked underneath.
Jackson now drops it. They're surrendering possession, aren't they, Halifax? They are contributing at the moment to their own downfall. But this pressure of Castleford.
They're going 100 miles an hour to Cass. It's paying off for them. As you mentioned, those elementary mistakes from Halifax will certainly earn them quite a few words of wisdom from their coach, Malcolm, really. I'd love to be a fly on the wall.
Nick out with the ball as Richie Blackmore is down and receiving treatment. The handling errors are creeping up for Halifax. This is St. John Ellis again. There's Blackmore getting the treatment, a knee problem by the looks of things. Ball's now with Mike Ford. Just drifts it through the gap. Ooh, and for a moment it looked like it was going to fall kindly for Tony Smith. Henry Sharp just waited. Ford with the hack through at the play of the ball, perfectly legal. The ball, though, went dead.
There'll be a tap out on the quarter, but Halifax will be, Castleford will be happy with this. There's a chip and chase there. Really, Henry Sharp took all the time in the world to get it. Wasn't all that convincing, was it? Good work by Tony Smith. He put him under a lot of pressure. They got away with it on that occasion. They're being frustrated, this Halifax side.
They've kept the ball alive well there, though. Bishop to Michael Jackson.
But they find it very difficult to get over the advantage line. And that is not good for confidence.
Harrison gets the ball away to Bishop, who finds Devorty. Bishop again. Here's Paul Round. Grits his teeth. Looks for support on his inside. Gets the ball away to Bentley. It was all right, but only just. Here comes Halifax then, attacking down the right-hand side with Hampson. Ball inside to Schuster. Schuster, great run from him. Ball inside again then to Hagan. He finds Sharp, and Sharp is all wrapped up by Ellis and Middleton, but that's better for Halifax.
That was great play. They kept it alive, and that's what they needed.
Still on the attack with Harrison. Turns the ball back to Bishop. He finds Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse to Hagan again. Hagan to Devorty, who misses it. And that's a knock-on.
Well, they're putting pressure upon themselves. It's not the best pass, but he should have taken it, Devorty. He's going pretty high from the Australian, Michael Hagan.
They're looking at that scoreline, Steve-O, seeing that they're 10-0 down, and know that they have to do something special to get back in this match.
Well, that's the first time that they've kept the ball alive and got it out wide. They're not going to beat Castleford going down the middle, that is for sure.
Here's Mike Ford. Devorty was quickly out from the back of the scrum to haul him down. The message is going out from Malcolm Reilly to his Castleford charges. Hey, his head went back under the pressure of that challenge from Fieldhouse and Jackson, who came in second man. Good run from Russell. This is Sampson. Gets the ball away to Ellis. Ellis standing while Bishop has got hold of one leg. The referee shouted held. Here's Crooks. Twists and turns away from Schuster. Can't get away from those two, Bishop and Southernwood. Sampson now.
Good play by Castleford there. They realise that Halifax is starting to make inroads. Just calm it down. They are in control of the game. Do nothing stupid.
Good low kick from Stedman. Oh, it bounced perfectly for Hampson, though, didn't it? Good strong run again from the Halifax fullback. He knows what the Premiership's all about, of course, with his visits there with Wigan. Fieldhouse. Southernwood and Harrison. But no one coming up to support Harrison.
Well, you can see the Castleford defence had moved out quickly out wide. And really, Halifax are going to have to start doing the little chip over the top. They've got to start and get through this hard defence. There's only one way you'll do that, and that's use a little kicking game.
Bishop's the man who could do that, but he had to pass then to Devorty. That was a good tackle from Tony Smith. Southernwood scampered into the dummy half position. The kick was charged down by Ford. It's back to 0 on the tackle count, and this is a lovely stepping run from Bentley. For the first time in the match, Bentley sets the crowd alight. Can he set Halifax alight? Hagan, short ball to Bishop. Just a collision between Bishop and Stedman. Play the ball quickly. Fieldhouse drops it. Ellis picks up and gets out of danger. Play on.
End-to-end stuff. Hagan, a little short ball, but I'm afraid Fieldhouse couldn't accept it. But a great run from St. John Ellis. But before that, great run from John Bentley.
Nick Howe taking it up for Castleford, stopped by Jackson Harb and then finished off by Southernwood. Russell's there again. This is Kettridge. Good run from Kettridge. Bravery from Round.
He caught a stray boot there, did Round. He felt it as well.
Crooks.
That's better defence from Halifax.
Russell, not the best pass in the world. Ford, it bounces off a Halifax player and it's play on as Harrison picks up. Again, Southernwood having to come from an oblique angle to give the pass to Devorty, but that's great tackling by Ellis. He scored 2 tries, and that was a try-saving tackle in many ways.
Good play by Sampson as well. Good work from the marker there.
Schuster. Hampson's the dummy half this time. Jackson gets away from Mike Ford, can't get away from Nick Howe or Sampson.
Surely this is where Halifax should be looking for the little chip.
Devorty, not the best pass from Bishop. There's the little chip from Hagan, inviting Preston to have a run. It bounces though all right for Ellis, and he does well again. Oh, what a match St. John Ellis is having. Is Donald van der Velde in that stand or what?
What a great second effort from St. John Ellis. As you say, could he be on his way to Australia? He's made his intentions known at Castleford that he wants to move. And every yard that he makes tonight could add a few extra thousand.
Well, the problem's mounting for Halifax because Paul Round, the big second row, has just limped down the tunnel and he's got a cut to his eye, but I think the biggest problem he's got is a leg injury at the moment. So Gary Lord, who was already stripped to come on, has had to come on in his place, and that's the change Halifax have had to make. And I suppose Malcolm Reilly was thinking that his side was going to get back into this. There were signs, but he's put Gary Lord on and he'll go into the second row.
So problems mounting for Halifax. 10-0 they trail. They've had to make a change. Stedman with the kick downfield, and Preston is content to let the ball just bounce into touch.
There you see the experience of Graham Stedman, taking full control of the situation. 10-point lead. No panic. Keep cool. Roll the sleeves up. Do the hard work. I'll do the kicking. Force them way back. And hope that Halifax perhaps will continue to make the mistakes. They've made plenty in this first half.
Here's Bentley. Tackle was from Blackmore. Bishop. First touch for Gary Lord. Highly rated by his coach Malcolm Reilly, confirming that Lord is on and Round is off. Harrison. Bishop to Jackson. And we hear, by the way, that the substitution of Round for Lord, and Round is in the blood bin because of that cut on the head. So if Paul Round returns within a quarter of an hour, that substitution will not count in the overall run of things. Bishop with the kick, but not the best.
No, off the side of the boot. You won't be happy with that one. Well, it's been a tough time for Halifax. They really have not got things organised. Very rarely have they played out their full 6. And when you're playing a rampaging Castleford side, they really are in the mood, aren't they?
I think they fancy ending their season on a high at Old Trafford. Stedman to Nicow. And Nicow gave the ball away to Bishop. And if Bishop could have got a ball away to Schuster, that was try time. The Stedman did a great job on him.
Did he ever? It had to be. And really, I can't understand why Castleford want to start doing moves like that.
Now, can Halifax make that mistake by Castleford count? Looping pass from Bentley to Preston. Preston is hauled down by Chris Smith. Only 18, Smith, the winger. Bentley, slightly older than that. Good ball to Gary Lord. And it was a good job that Richard Russell held on to his shirt tails. Southernwood to Bishop to Hagan. That look forward to Schuster. Play on. Last tackle it is for Halifax. Again, they're close. Can they make this possession tell? Bishop dabs it forward. Bishop picks it up himself, goes to the line, and what's more, Castleford got a hand on that. And the referee has wiped the tackle count clean and has now given Halifax the penalty because Stedman thought it was the turnover.
Well, did he? Or did he try a professional foul here? He's holding him down and then he just whips the ball away. Didn't know, sir. Bishop, a big grin. Either way, perhaps has given away 2 rather than a possible 6. Confusion time.
It's going to be Paul Bishop who is going to take this shot at goal. That's interesting because little Paul Bishop has surrendered the goal-kicking job this season to John Schuster, but I noticed that Schuster's got heavy strapping on the thigh and is in fact now, as we speak, receiving treatment just behind Paul Bishop. And he's limping quite heavily, the New Zealander, so it's going to be Bishop. 38 goals this season. Over 100 goals last season. There's Schuster with that heavy strapping on the thigh. And that could be the reason why he is not taking this penalty attempt. Mind you, it's also on the right side of the field for the left-footed kicker. And Bishop, you can tell by that shot just how important this kick could be. Oh, he misses badly. He misses wildly. Well, I wonder whether it was a little bit of professionalism from Mr. Stedman. It's worked, whatever it is.
As you could see, Bishop not happy with it. Really has been a nightmare start for Halifax.
Powerful run from Hampson.
And you can see there that Stedman just reached the ball away. I've seen referees send players on their way for 10 minutes in the sin bin for that. But as you say, Eddie, they got away with it.
Harrison drives the ball into the Castleford half of the field and Fieldhouse will take it on. Here's Southernwood. Good run from the dummy half. Bentley now, and then Lord. Lord was tackled, but the referee says play on. I rather fancy his elbow hit the ground then. But anyway, it's play on, and this is Hagan.
Well, we just saw 2 previous tackles there. Roy Southernwood, the hooker, skirted away from the dummy half, and there was no one going with him. He's done it again.
Little dab forward. Has Sharp got the pace? I think he has. He's ruled a try. Sharp must have got fingertips to that, and that was given by the touch judge. Henry Sharp with the try.
Well, the first time Ross Southernwood went from the dummy half position, there was no one with him. But this time, Henry Sharp knew exactly what was happening. And I think this is a fair try. Fingertips are there. The referee, David Campbell, looks towards the Merry flag waver. The Merry flag waver nods, but this is a superb piece of play. He caught Simon Middleton there, and that is a try. The downward pressure with the fingers is enough, and 4 points. Halifax have bounced well and truly back into this game.
Well, it was just fingertip control. It's only his 4th of the season for Henry Sharp. But an important decision that by the touch judge on that far side. Conversion attempt then from Bishop. Is this one finding the mark? No. So he's missed with 2, but Halifax at last off the mark, 10-4.
Look how you see 3 Castleford defenders. They are so close together, and the room is there for the hooker to chase through. And once Middleton attempted to go through, you can see he was just hanging back, but it wasn't enough. Sharp had the speed. Great try.
So Halifax, and there is the man, Mr. Deakin, the touch judge, who has ruled that that was the try. I think David Campbell had said no try, and then he saw Mr. Deakin nodding, and Halifax had 4 points.
And Mr. Deakin was spot on.
Let's go downstairs to Bill.
Another change for Halifax. They're back in this game, but they do have 1 or 2 problems on the park. John Schuster's got a bit of a problem, but they've brought off John Fieldhouse, and there is Paul Anderson, number 15, who's come on in his place. But Schuster's staying on for the moment. Could be that hamstring injury is causing him 1 or 2 problems again.
So Fieldhouse off, and Paul Anderson, the £30,000 buy from Leeds, is on. And this is Jackson. Great run from Jackson. Suddenly Halifax have started to find their feet here up towards the half-time break. High kick from Bishop. Sharps after it. Middleton collects it though. Oh, and then he uses one of his own players.
He wouldn't have been happy with that, Paul Bishop. That was far too deep. Middleton under no pressure whatsoever.
10 metres from their own line then, Castleford. Tony Smith. Possession. Suddenly Halifax have come back into it. And that's mirrored by the scoreline. Only 6 points the difference now. Just what Halifax wanted.
Well, on the last 4 sets of tackles, they've gone through the entire 6. And that's what it's all about. You can't apply any pressure if you don't respect possession.
And this is a good defensive stint from them now, because where Stedman has collected that ball was right on the 20-metre line. It's a good kick though into open space. And what's more, it has forced Preston to run the ball out. The chasers have arrived, and he got through Chris Smith, but he couldn't get away from Blackmore.
Magnificent kick there from Graham Stedman. The experience telling again, splitting the tackles, should I say splitting the defenders. And the chasers were there.
Here's Anderson. Paul Anderson, big lad, sub in 4 of the last 5. Jackson. It's Gary Lord, rather. Gary Lord has turned this game since he's appeared.
That's the third clean break he's made since he arrived.
Bentley. Dust coming up off the heels of Bentley. He gets the ball away to Schuster.
Well, there's a problem with Schuster there. The inside pass, as soon as he got it, you could see there was was not running full pelt.
Little chip over the top from Hagan. Ellis called for it, and Stedman left him to it. But he couldn't get away from Preston or Bishop. It's been a good contest, though. 10-4, nothing between them. 2 minutes from half-time.
Nice chip over there from Paul Bishop. And on this occasion, the Halifax chasers were also there. Been a hard-fought first half. Castleford looked at one point as though they were going to run away with it. Full credit for Halifax. They've rolled the sleeves up. As you mentioned, Eddie, since they brought on Gary Lord, hasn't he lifted their spirits?
Really has. Some tremendous running from Lord. Russell to Ford to Sampson. Dangerous play, Tony Smith. Oh, that's even more dangerous. Bounces off the hands of Crook. Suddenly Castleford have started to lose their way. Long ball from Ford to Stedman. Kick downfield. Again, it's into space. Preston is there, though. In no hurry to pick it up. Collects it 20 metres from his own goal line. Good chase in the end. Entering the last minute of normal time first half. Halifax ending the first half stronger than Castleford, who began like a whirlwind. Lord again. Bishop. Hagan. Schuster. And Halifax are trying to bring Paul Round back on for Gary Lord. Well, I suppose it has to be because Lord's the man who replaced him in the blood bin. But surely he'll be back out. And there is Round, patched up. Last tackle here. Long ball out wide. Bentley picked that out of the arms of Preston. Hagan is waving them all forward. There's men out wide here for Halifax. Hampson will attack. Ball out to Sharp. Sharp ducks under one challenge, but he can't get away from those three.
Well, clever play by the Australian Michael Hagan. He confused the Castleford defence. They thought he was going to kick. He ran the angle and really set the motion going.
And here's Anderson with the strong run. Looking round for support. There was nobody there. Southernwood, Bishop, Devorty, misses out Harrison, finds Schuster. Schuster on one leg is in. Hurt again, John Schuster, but he was the right man in the right place at the right time.
Schuster may have scored the try, but it was down to Paul Anderson's strong run. Nice little play there by Devorty, brought Harrison back on the inside. And the Kiwi limped over for that try, but this is well worked. Good play by the sub, Anderson. But notice how Devorty now runs at the angle, brings Harrison across. They hang off. You can't do that. Nick Howe left the gap, and this guy took advantage. You can see him grab for the left leg. He's in a lot of pain.
John Schuster, 17 tries now this season, limping away. Wonder if we'll see him second half. But we will see quite a second half if this one sails over. And this is the easiest conversion attempt that Bishop has had. That one finds the mark. What an incredible game we've got here. Right on the stroke of half-time, it's 10-all. And Malcolm really is first into the dressing room. He will be waiting with words of wisdom. Two early tries from St John Ellis looked like giving Castleford a decisive edge. But Halifax credits them for the way they've hit back. His former